According to classical physics, anything in this universe that has mass and occupies some space is called matter. Matter is all around us. Everything we see, touch, and even the air we breathe is made of matter. At the microscopic level, matter is made up of tiny particles, such as atoms and molecules. Matter can exist in different forms, depending on how these particles are arranged and how they move. According to classical physics, matter, which is made up of electrons, protons, and neutrons, is considered to be a particle for scientific interpretation. But the concept of matter is further complicated when it comes to quantum mechanics. In the quantum mechanics view, matter behaves both like particles and waves, which is also known as the dual nature of matter. The matter we are talking about is only 5% of the entire universe. The remaining 95% of the universe is made up of dark matter and dark energy, which is completely unknown to us. In today's video, we will only discuss different states of matter and how it changes from one state to another. So, let's start. Generally, matter exists in three common states: solid, liquid, and gas. Although it has a fourth state called plasma, which we will discuss later. For now, we will only focus on the three states of matter. Matter can change from one state to another when it gains or loses heat energy. For example, when a solid gains heat, it changes into a liquid. Similarly, when a liquid gains more heat, it changes into a gas. These changes from one state to another happen through different processes, such as melting, vaporization, evaporation, condensation, solidification, sublimation, and deposition. We can easily understand these processes with simple examples from our everyday lives. Let us understand each of these changes one by one. When a solid gains enough heat energy, it changes into a liquid. This process is called melting. For example, when we take ice out of a freezer, it absorbs heat from the surroundings and slowly changes into liquid water. The temperature at which a solid changes into a liquid is called its melting point. For pure ice, the melting point is 0 degrees Celsius. When a liquid gains enough heat energy, it changes into a gas. This process is called vaporization. For example, when water is heated, it gradually changes into water vapor. Vaporization can happen in two different ways: evaporation and boiling. Let us understand both of them. When a liquid absorbs heat and changes into a gas, and this change occurs from the surface of the liquid, it is called evaporation. It can happen even when the liquid is below its boiling point. For example, when we wash clothes and leave them outside to dry, the water in the clothes slowly changes into water vapor and mixes with the air. The rate of evaporation increases when the temperature, surface area, or wind speed increases. For example, wet clothes dry faster on a hot and windy day. So evaporation is a slow surface process. When a liquid absorbs heat and reaches its boiling point, it changes into a gas, and this change occurs throughout the liquid. This process is called boiling. Unlike evaporation, boiling takes place throughout the liquid. For example, when we heat water in a pot, bubbles start forming throughout the water when it reaches its boiling point. At normal atmospheric pressure, pure water boils at about 100 degrees Celsius. So evaporation can happen below the boiling point, while boiling occurs at the boiling point. Both evaporation and boiling are forms of vaporization. When a gas loses heat energy, it changes into a liquid. This process is called condensation. For example, when we take a cold glass of water from the refrigerator, tiny water droplets appear on its outer surface. These droplets are formed when water vapor present in the surrounding air loses heat and changes into liquid water. So the change of a gas into a liquid due to loss of heat energy is called condensation. When a liquid loses enough heat energy, it changes into a solid. This process is called solidification or freezing. For example, when we keep water inside a freezer, it continuously loses heat and changes into ice. The temperature at which a liquid changes into a solid is called its freezing point. For pure water, the freezing point is 0 degrees Celsius. So, when a liquid loses heat and changes into a solid, it is called solidification. There is also a special change of state called sublimation. When a solid gains heat, it changes directly into a gas without becoming a liquid. This process is called sublimation. For example, camphor slowly disappears when kept in the open. It changes directly from solid camphor into vapor. So, when a solid absorbs heat and changes directly into a gas, it is called sublimation. The reverse of sublimation is called deposition. When a gas loses heat, it changes directly into a solid without becoming a liquid. This process is called deposition. For example, under suitable conditions, water vapor in the air can directly change into ice and form frost. So, when a gas loses heat and changes directly into a solid, it is called deposition. If you found this explanation helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.